In this video, we'll be looking at when that property is legally yours and also some tips to help you make that moving day less stressful. And if you watch till the end, we'll show you a killer defect that you can identify when inspecting that new home. Hi, my name is Mike Carpenter and I'm a chartered surveyor. I've been inspecting properties for over 30 years, and as you can imagine, in that time I've seen most defects and problems you're going to face as a home buyer. In fact, I've inspected over 20,000 properties. In this section, we're going to look at when is the property really yours, that's exchange of contracts, and also 4 key tips on moving home. So please don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to download the free information below. So let's get cracking on the final section. Exchange of contracts is when you're legally committed to buy the property. By this time, you will have had your survey, you'll have renegotiated the purchase price if necessary, you'd have sat down with your solicitor and discussed the searches and all the relevant legal matters in respect to the property, and you will have signed the contracts. Exchange of contracts means that you are legally bound to purchase the property, and completion can usually take anything from a few days to a few weeks later. So exchange of contracts is a very important part in the buying process, and it's the point at which you are legally committed to buy the property. In the current English system, you can back out at any point up to the point of exchange of contracts with no consequences whatsoever, and some people feel that is a big defect in our current buying system. However, that's the system we've got, and as I say, exchange of contract is the point at which you are legally committed. The next thing we'll look at is moving in. Step 10. You've exchanged contracts, you've got the moving in date, and now you're moving in. Here are 4 key tips to save you time, energy and stress on that all-important moving day. Step 1. Declutter. This starts before you ever move into the property, but get rid of that stuff that hasn't seen the light of day for years. You know the stuff I mean, that in the back of the shed, in the garage, and importantly, in the loft that you've kept there that you might need one day. Now look, I'm a bloke, I love to keep stuff because you never know when it'll come in. But be as brutal as you can, get rid of what you can, it'll make that moving day much less stressful. Step 2. Check where all the services are in the property you're buying. This may involve a separate meeting at the property you're buying with the estate agent or the vendor to look at where the various services are. Where is the stop tap? Where are the electric meters? Where is the water meter? Where is the fuse board? Where is the gas meter? How do you turn off the various gas appliances in the property, and how do you light the boiler? All these things will add significantly to your stress if you don't find out before you move in. Step 3 is take a basic toolkit with you, handy in the car. Why? You may be Mr. DIY or Mrs. DIY and have all the tools under the sun, but if they're boxed away in boxes in the garage, you know, they're not to hand. So keep a basic toolkit with you, screwdrivers, hammer, you know, spirit level, tape measure, the sort of general stuff that you might need to, say, remove a door, should you have difficulty in getting the settee through that lounge doorway. Things like that. So a basic toolkit is my 3rd recommendation. And finally, take plenty of tea and coffee, sugar, milk and water. Keep yourself hydrated. A few biscuits wouldn't go amiss either, and they will keep you going through the day and through that move from one property to another. So there's my 4 key tips. I hope you've enjoyed those and the buying process. That concludes this section on moving in. Now don't forget to subscribe down here and download the free information below. Now let's look finally at one of those deal-killing defects that affects the property you could be buying. Trees. Trees too close to a property can be a potential deal-killer defect. As can be seen in some of these photographs, if a tree is planted too close to a house, the roots will naturally extend under that house. Now, the remedial treatment for this is difficult because your options are you could remove the tree, in which case the roots would remain under the house, possibly expand and cause further movement in the property, or alternatively you leave the tree there. If you leave the tree there, there's always possibility in a dry summer the roots could extend further beyond under the house and cause further disruption. So you can see trees within close proximity to a property are not only a potential issue now, but possibly a latent defect for the future. So if you spot trees close to a property that you're looking at, be warned, they may be a potential deal killer defect.